Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to share with you guys my updated foundation routine. You know, just for anyone who is curious, I do have new subscribers, so if they kind of want to see, how I do my makeup. That's kind of what I'm doing. That's what I'm sharing. So if you guys are interested to see, how I get my face to look like this, basically for the winter season, then keep on watching. And don't forget to give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed this video. Okay? Alright, thanks for watching. Bye! We gonna get started. So yeah, like I mentioned, so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to prime my face, and I'm going to be using the Makeup Forever Step 1 Smoothing Primer. When it starts to get colder, my face gets really dry, as do, most people's face when it starts to get colder. So I tend to break out a lot, and my skin tends to be more textured when it starts to get colder, and using the smoothing primer kind of just helps with my foundation, and my face doesn't look too textured. So I'm just going to put that on my face. I get more pimples and breakouts in the colder months than I do in the summer months. So I like this primer for that reason. I don't really go for anything too mattifying in the winter time because, like I just said, my skin tends to get really dry in the winter time, so a mattifying primer would just kind of like suck the life out of me. So I would rather use something that's, smoothing, or something that is like this E.L.F. one, this poreless face primer. The Makeup Forever Step 1 Smoothing also helps control oil, but it doesn't dry out your face. So I like it for that reason. So now we're going to move on to foundation. And for my foundation, I've been playing around with all the foundations that I have. And I don't have a lot, but I have a good amount. And I've just been playing around with different combinations. Oh, and that's the one thing I kind of forgot to mention. When it comes to my foundation in the winter time, I'm a fan of mixing my foundations together because my skin tends to get paler in the winter time, so I don't mind mixing foundations together. So that's what I've been doing over the last month or so, just seeing what foundation goes well with what, and seeing what will go well with my skin at the time and all that stuff. So I'm going to be using one of my favorite foundations, one of my favorite affordable foundations, and that is the Maybelline Fit Me foundation in the color 340 Cappuccino. And I really love this foundation. It's one of my favorite affordable foundations. I pick it up every single year because I can use it all year round and it never steers me wrong. So I'm going to be using this foundation, and I'm also going to be mixing it with the Fenty Beauty foundation, and this is the color 370. Yeah, the Fenty Beauty Pro Filter Soft Matte Longwear foundation, and it's in the color 370. And if you watched my Fenty Beauty video when I was talking about the color matching and all that stuff, this foundation, I feel, even now to this day, I feel like it still seems light on me, and I've tried the color above it as well, and that color seems just too dark for me. So my best method for it is to just kind of mix 370 with whatever foundation that I kind of want to mix it with that day. And so far I've really been enjoying these two combinations together. I feel like the Fenty Beauty dries down really matte, and the matte and poreless one I feel like gives like this soft, it's not completely matte, it's more like sheer, and I feel like when I mix them together it just gives me like this smooth canvas. So I just put like a little bit of that, and then maybe like 2 pumps of the Fenty Beauty, and then I kind of just eyeball it to see if I need any more. So I'm just gonna put 2 pumps. 1, 2. I'm going to take the brush, and I'm just going to kind of like mix the foundation together on the back of my hand, and it kind of just creates this hot mess right there. Kind of creates this color on my hand, and then I just kind of work it on my face. I'm going to start on this side first so that you guys can see, and then I just kind of go at the bottom of my face and I just work it in. And as you can see, it already gave me this like flawless base to work with. So now I'm gonna go in with a sponge. You guys know I like to go in with a sponge and just kind of like really push the foundation into my face and just get out any streaks if the brush has left any streaks, and then really just blend it up into my hairline if I need to. Alright, so for concealer, my favorite concealer of all time is the NARS Creamy Radiant Concealer. This is another item that I pick up every single year because it is my favorite concealer. And I'm going to be mixing it again only because the NARS Creamy Radiant sometimes looks too much like my skin color. So I'm going to be mixing it with the ColourPop No Filter Concealer in the color Deep Tan 55. So I'm going to put on the NARS Creamy Radiant first. And what I like about the NARS Creamy Radiant is it's creamy basically, and because my skin gets really dry in the winter time, having a creamy concealer can only work wonders for under your eye. And I'm going to put some above my mouth to cover up that mustache a little bit, you know what I'm saying? So now I'm going in with the concealer, and I'm just going to focus on the inner part of my eye, just like that. Just like that. I'm just gonna go back and forth with blending it out. And I'm really specific about how I blend under my eye. Get the concealer in the place that I want it to be, and then blend it out into the foundation so it's seamless. So that's why I'm just bouncing back and forth, because I don't want it to look too heavy either. Alright, so now I'm going to set under my eyes immediately, and I've gone back to my good old Sacha Buttercup to set under my eyes. I wasn't using it for a long time, and I was looking for another setting powder that like was just different. I don't know, I felt like the Sacha Buttercup was just not working for me in the summertime, but you know, I started using it again and I've been loving it. This is like my last bin, and I'm thinking about ordering it again because I'm about to run out, but I've got back into loving Sacha Buttercup. So I'm going to set under my eyes. And then I'm just going to set around my mouth area so that that doesn't crease as well as lately. So now I'm just going to brush it off. Kind of leaves this like flawless look on your face. And now I'm just going to set the rest of my face using my MAC Studio Fix. Using my MAC Mineralized Skin Finish to just set the rest of my face. And this part hasn't changed. I still set my face using MAC. Alright, so now that I've set my face is looking kind of flat, which is normal. You know, you kind of have to put some dimension back into your face once you've covered it all up with makeup. So I'm going to go into my good old NYX bronzer. I don't really contour my face, but I do bronze up my face. I just kind of like that look more. It's a little bit more natural. Guys, so this is my completed foundation routine. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you are not already subscribed to my channel. And thank you so much for joining me today, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.